keep up the fight with the CBAs. I mean, with the things that happen in the other states, the union bashing and.
I'd like to see unions focusing on the younger teachers. If there's a whole bunch of people willing to do a little bit, you're going to get a lot more out of them. I think the association is getting old, meaning that the people in it that are doing the majority of the work are not there, and I'm worried because they're going to be gone soon, and who's going to step up and...
It still is relationships, because it's like we've had a lot of bullying issues this year, and I really see that coming around to where people feel safe to come and talk to me about what's going on the playground or slyly in the classroom.
You have to have a relationship with your student in order to get them to learn and to respect you and to follow your behavior guidelines in your classroom, but yet we're being pressured to never talk about our personal life, to not listen when they're having personal problems, to refer them to a counselor, which I understand that to a point, but it is very hard to be an effective teacher who cares about children and yet be expected to not engage with them, especially when you have a class set up to mentor them.
We brought in members from across the council, classified, certificated members. We had paraeducators, custodians, classroom teachers, and we were listening to their concerns about their professional work lives because we are working on organizing, and organizing is listening to the members and what their concerns are. You can't represent people if you don't know what they're thinking. And this is a first of a series. We've got events around the council in different counties and different schools, some at the office, some in school buildings, some in restaurants, and we'll be talking, but mostly we're listening to what our members think. We had about 15 people here tonight, and then the idea is to spread the conversation and the listening so that education employees are talking and listening to each other and bringing that information back and spreading it out throughout the whole WEA. We're having one-on-one and small group conversations, and we know that there's going to be a ripple effect throughout the whole union.
To stay on them, to keep their promises. So that's just so...
When you say them?
To have Olympia keep their promises.
I'd rather see my pay stay the same and possibly reduce the number of staff, and I'm sorry to lose people, but if we lose pay, we're never going to get it back. And the state's not going to say, oh yeah, here, catch up. They won't. And so they will be willing to say, here's more staff, because the classrooms are too big, so I don't want to go back and pay.
Just being able to find solutions to problems for my students is probably my greatest passion.
So we represent 4,300 members across our council, and when I speak, I'm one voice. When 4,300 school employees speak, they speak in their grocery store line, they speak at their PTAs, they speak at their churches and the faculty rooms, and that's the voice of our union members, and that's where our strength is. That's why we're organizing.